What is up, everybody? A brand new episode of The Shift as I shout into the microphone on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Nick, one of these days, we got to do a show outside. I mean, it's just the weather here right now, at least where
Maybe,
I'm at. I'm in. What do you
maybe
mean you?
sooner, maybe sooner rather than later. Maybe in the coming
I'm
months
in.
we'll do one outside.
All right.
A little
A little
tease, a little
teaser.
tease,
We'll be rolling in there, bro. I'll tell you that. We'll be rolling in. A little teaser for you.
a little teaser. Oh, that's
Nick,
such a tease.
what's up, dude? What's up?
What's going on, man? It's been like what, a few days, weeks, months? No, it's been a couple days.
It's been
Uh,
like 5 days. It's
yeah.
been like 5 days. I just want to announce first because I want you to talk about your shirt as well. Um, my jersey I'm wearing right now representing Wade Boggs
There you
where
go.
he hit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around real quick.
You do your. There you go.
Could
There
they
you
see that?
go. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. Now we're gonna say I know what you're gonna ask, so we're gonna save that for another episode. I need to work on my moves first before I can do that.
I got Maui Stingrays, some team in Hawaii. We got a
Right, because you have
t-shirt from
family
them.
there, right?
No. That's you were misunderstood. I misspoke before the show.
Go
Misspoke
ahead.
before the show.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead for
sorry.
what?
I don't want to put your personal business out there, so you know I'm not. Shout out to Wade Boggs hitting his 3,000 hit for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and his
Devil
3,000
Rays.
hit was a home run. Did you know that, Nick Earnshaw?
I think these are Stingrays. Yeah.
The Stingrays. That's cool.
Stingrays. That's a cool name.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Were they
Atlantic
like?
City?
Are they like? Are they
Gonna bring them to Atlantic City?
the Atlantic City Surf, baby, and the Philadelphia Athletics? Bring them back.
Get the River
Go watch
Sharks.
the last episode. If you want this reference, go watch our last episode. Go do that.
Oh God, I love it. Absolutely
Yes.
love it. But no, I'm good. I'm glad you seem like you're good too. And we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about.
Absolutely.
Today.
We got a great show today. Let's lay it out right now, Nick. We're gonna get right
make
into
you
it.
Mad today. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm probably gonna.
I mean, what else is new? That's nothing new.
You fired up today, so that's my goal.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, anywho, as I shift my notes over here, look, we'll see how I did that shift. Ooh, bars.
Oh my God.
As I was saying, so Nick, we got a great episode on tap. I mean, we'll get into our open as always, and then look, I'm hungry, so I'm ready for it this time. I want the meat and potatoes. I'm hungry. I'm about to have dinner after this, actually, before I get ready for my overnight shift. So I'm ready for the meat and potatoes. I'm ready now. I need to, if maybe I don't need dinner. Maybe I just need this. That's all I need.
You know, need this. You won't even need it. You're gonna have so much to eat during
I'll be
this
full.
meat and potatoes segment.
Right.
You're gonna be passed out. You're gonna be so full.
Right. Exactly. And then we're gonna get into so it's meat and potatoes. We'll have a couple of topics for you there. A couple of really fun topics. So we'll get into, and then we'll end with a few. We're gonna do a little rapid fire to end. We'll get we'll bring up a few topics and we'll get the thoughts from each of us, and a few Yankees topics. Kind of realized that I put a couple of Yankees topics in there, but they are definitely relevant. And they're the Bronx Bombers, so they people want to hear about the Yankees. And a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. And the people that don't actually do want to hear about the Yankees. Like, let's be real, we all want to hear about anything that's Yankees related just because it's the Yankees. So we'll get into that. So Nick, I want to start with the open today, and this obviously, we're Philadelphia fans here. We are Philadelphia baseball fans when it comes to the Phillies. Trea Turner sucked. I mean, that's not if you're a fan of this show, if you're a fan of baseball at all, like you're probably 99.9% aware that Trea Turner is one of the better shortstops in baseball, but he has not looked like it. He is not even remotely looked like a replacement level player this year. I mean, that's a guy who's going to be making $300 million over the next, 10 to 11 years in a Phillies uniform. He sucked. Nick, I guess I'll just start by asking you, because it is only 2 months into a 10-year contract. But should Phil's fans be worried? We're sitting here May 24th. It has been almost 2 months now. through the season. Should Phillies fans be worried about how Trea Turner's performed so far?
I'm not gonna push the panic button yet, but it's concerning. I'd say you should be a little concerned. It's still May. It's still kind of early in the season. I'm not, we haven't even hit the All Star break yet. He's on a new team, big contract, big expectations. But I mean, so far, I mean, he's really underperformed. I mean, there's no other way of looking at it. I mean, he's batting under 250. His OBP is under 300, 669 OPS. He has not played well. He's not played like a $300 million player. Now, granted, he's played a little bit better than Gene Segura this year. Gene Segura, I think, is batting under 200, which is pretty
We
funny.
hate to see that for
Um,
Gene.
but I mean, hey, I mean, you expected an MVP level, start to the season out of Trea Turner. You expected him to be in the MVP race throughout the entirety of this season, and he just hasn't performed. I mean, he's not driving in runs. It seems like he's always grounding out into double plays when there's runners in scoring position or runners on. It just seems like he has not come up with these big hits like he was in the World Baseball Classic. He couldn't miss in the World Baseball
Right.
Classic. Yeah, I mean, he had all these home runs during spring training when this tournament was going on. And people are like, oh my goodness, the Phillies got an absolute stud. That lineup is going to be scary at the top. And he's not even leading off anymore. Bryson Stott has been the leadoff man for, I guess you could say, majority of the season now. So I
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be concerned. But I'm not going to hit panic button. Oh my God, they are going to be screwed with this contract. I don't see it like that. We're not even 2 months in yet. Give it a little bit of time. I mean, look at I hope it's not like Nick Castellanos where he has that transition year coming to Philadelphia, and then all of a sudden he gets hot next year. Like we've seen with Castellanos last year, he wasn't very good. This year he's been really good. He's batting right around 300, I think 295, 294, somewhere around there. And he's performed this year. Hopefully it's not a case of that. Hopefully it's just he's slumping. It's a slow start for the season. It happens, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, maybe after the All-Star break, maybe he gets it rolling. Maybe we're just overreacting a little bit because it is May. But yeah, I mean, he's been struggling, and he's got to start coming up with some big hits in big spots because that's what he's being paid for.
Yeah, and so I want to kind of hit on a few things that you mentioned there. First thing, I think we've all seen the World Baseball Classic stat to this point that he literally has. I still think I mean, he had an RBI the other night, so maybe it's he has tied for the same amount of RBIs he had in World Baseball Classic. But at one point a few days ago, he had more home runs and RBIs in the World Baseball Classic over the course of 2 to maybe 3 weeks, compared to this season where he's played almost 50 games.
He has
I
four home
mean,
runs on the year.
yeah,
He has four
yeah,
home runs on the year.
right. I mean, look, yes, I might have said that not hot take, but my bold prediction was for him to lead the team in home runs. But at the same time, Trea isn't like known to be a power hitter, so like the 4 home runs isn't the issue. It's more of the contact, the on base, just being a generally productive hitter. He hasn't been as far as I know, he hasn't been terribly defensively. But I mean, where you're looking for Trea to be, it's kind of as I'm saying this, really kind of reminds me. And I hope not. And I want to hit on the Castellanos thing you just said too. It kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm about to say. I hope not that it won't be like a Lindor thing, because Lindor came to New York, and yeah, Lindor was actually better than the numbers showed in his first year because of how really good he was defensively. But the Mets didn't pay him $341 million to just be a good defensive player, to just be Andrelton Simmons. Like, I'm not, no disrespect to Andrelton Simmons. I like Andrelton Simmons, but Lindor is known for being one of the better shortstops in the league because of the power and everything they can do at the plate to go along with the glove. So I fear Nick that it possibly could be the same type of issue with Trea Turner. Hopefully not. Again, it's only May 20. Not only, but not only May 24th. I mean, we saw it in a Phillies uniform last year. I want to hit on that with the Castellanos thing, where Castellanos was actually the opposite. Castellanos was actually good to start the year with the Phillies last year. If you look at his numbers, actually, like to this point, like even honestly, man, like I know I can go off on a whole other tangent here about Castellanos, but like even like yeah, we can all say Castellanos is back, but like honestly, if you look at his numbers at this point last year, like he was still hitting like around 300. So like but anyway, Castellanos didn't end the year well.
He
He
didn't
was terrible.
sustain
We
it.
all know. Yeah, right. It was terrible. Hopefully you don't get that same outcome throughout the course of the season for this year for Turner, because apparently Castellanos was saying, "Oh, well, it was I was acclimating to Philadelphia, had a baby, blah blah blah." Like, look, all right,
Lived in Ben
okay,
Simmons' house.
right, exactly, the haunted house of Ben Simmons, right, exactly. So like, listen, so like, hopefully it's not the same thing for Turner. I don't know. This is the biggest slump of his career, so it's possible. I'm with you. I'm not ready to hit the panic button yet, but I am concerned. Just go that the Lindor thing lingers in my mind. The Castellanos thing lingers in my mind. That could happen, and hopefully, man. Like, look, Turner's 30 right now.
He's
Turner's 30,
29.
around
29.
29. So
He'll be
he's
30
not
next month. Next month he'll be 30.
okay. So next month will be 30. So well, he's basically 30. Okay, so um, he's the other thing is he's not getting any younger. So, he's a guy that relies on the speed to a certain extent. That's a part of his repertoire of being one of the best shortstops in baseball. So, again, with you, I'm not there yet, but there are a few things that are concerning. Yes, he what if he's not that great this year, but what if he never, I don't know. But again, I'm overreacting a little bit. But I'm with you for the most part. That's
Yeah,
all I'll say.
listen. I listen. The entire Phillies team's in a slump right now. I mean, they are so streaky. I think since the end of April, like they've either gone on a streak of winning or
Oh,
they've gone on a streak of
it's
losing. It's
stupid. I
ridiculous.
hate it. I hate it.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So he's not the only one struggling. The entire team is struggling. They haven't gotten enough pitching. So he's part of the larger issue. He's a big part of the larger issue with the Phillies right now.
But they need him to be good though. Like that, you could say
Yeah,
all that about the team being inconsistent, but like
yeah.
he's a big
He's
part of that, man. They paid him a lot of money
yeah.
to not be
He's
one of those,
he is
to not be Cody
yeah.
Clemens.
Yeah, he's an integral part to this team. Does Cody Clemens have more home runs than Trea Turner, or have
He
as many?
the same as many because
The
4, right?
same as
Yeah,
many, right? Yeah, he
yeah,
has
pretty
as
sure.
many, and that's not a great look when you're getting paid 300 million, and Roger Clemens' son, who's coming up and down from the minor leagues, is hitting more home runs or hitting as many home runs as you. So,
Yep.
I think he'll get it together at some point. I think it's a slow start. I think he will get when we do the show in July and August. I think our tune might change a little bit.
Okay. All right. I'm with
Bold
you. Let's
prediction.
okay. I hope your bold prediction works out, because it would be good for both of us as Phillies fans. So so let's get into Nick. Look, I'm gonna eat my I'm gonna pull a shout out to John Johnson, our coworker, great radio host. I'm gonna pull out my kind bar right here just to signal
Look
the
at you.
the
Meat and
start of the meat and
potatoes.
potatoes segment. This is my appetizer, my kind bar.
You know what I had
Mm. Oh,
beforehand? I made myself a homemade pizza before the show. So I didn't have
mm.
meat and potatoes, but I did have a pizza. Dude,
You say
I don't
wait,
know
you say potatoes or potatoes?
potatoes. Potatoes. What?
What are
You
you
don't like
old?
how I say you don't like how I say potatoes?
Potatoes? What are you, like 90?
Potatoes, potato, tomato, who knows?
What are you, like 90, bro? Potatoes?
What?
Man, come on,
Potatoes.
man.
How do you say
All the
how do
old
you
people.
how do you say
What,
water?
what do you say?
How do you
Yo,
say
we're
water?
water. No.
Water.
That's a different
Water.
argument. That's a
It's water.
different conversation. No. Listen. No, you're not getting away with this.
What? Potatoes?
You say what do you what day is tomorrow? What tell me what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow. What's today? Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So Thursday.
Okay. Okay, you don't say Thursday. You don't say it like the
No,
old
no, I
people.
don't say it. No, I don't
Well, you
say
say
that.
potatoes though. You say
I do say
potatoes.
potatoes. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
You're
Meat
just
and
preparing for
potatoes.
when you're older. You're preparing for when you're old.
I'm not
I
there
get it.
yet. I'm not where you at. You're
Oh,
you're
I knew
almost
knew
you're
you
turning
were
into
gonna bring
Trey.
that up.
You're almost like Trey. You're almost gonna hit big 3-0 and start going like this. Going on the
Oh,
mic.
I thought you said you're optimistic.
I I am
Got him.
optimistic.
Okay.
See, Trea Turner is
Anyway,
getting
look,
paid 300 million. Yeah, are you getting paid 300 million? I don't know about
I
that.
wish.
I need my drop board right now. Cha-ching!
All right, so I just finished my bite of my kind bar. Let's, Nick, I want to go in first. I want to go first if you
Okay.
don't
All
mind.
right.
I
The
want to go
floor
first.
is yours. I'm gonna mute
Thank
my
you.
mic. I might step away. Like here, I'll step.
I'm moshing right now, bro. I'm moshing.
I'm gonna
I'm
step away
moshing.
because I know how upset you are with this next topic. I'm not as upset
Listen,
as you are.
okay, that's fine. I'll let you I'll let you do your
Go ahead.
little stuff. All right. So MLB, since he really muted his mic. MLB since last year, they've decided that they want to do these City Connect jerseys, and that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with MLB wanting to do these alternate jerseys for franchises. I get it. I get it. Like we you want to sell merchandise. I get it. But at the end of the day, when these uniforms and these jerseys get worse and worse and worse as they come out, it's not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore. I'm not enjoying what I've been seeing, Nick, uh, from these City Connectors. It's like the last like 4 or 5 have just been horrible. Look, I'll start with. I want to start from the bottom. I'll start from the good ones. Okay, that's not really the bottom, but you know what I'm saying. I love the City Connect Angels ones. I actually have a Trout City Connect jersey in my closet right now. I'll pull it out as when you start talking. Okay, I'll bring it out just to support a little bit. Okay, Padres, those ones are cool. I like the colors. People hate them. Some people hate them. Some people like them. I like them. Boston's cool. Like Boston's okay. The yellow and blue. I think that has something to do with the Boston Marathon. Maybe not. If not, either way, like I like them. I like them. They're okay. They grew on me. Royals, whatever. They're like dark blue and whatever. The Rockies, they're cool. They look like a pack of Newports. If you're into cigarettes or something, like you could relate. I get fine. Okay. They look cool. I like those. But oh my gosh, let me get to the ones that suck. Maybe I'm probably leaving a few out. Mariners came out a couple weeks ago. Oh, good God. Oh, they're so bad. The Reds that just came out. You know what's funny? I kind of like the Reds ones that came out this year. I kind of did. Came out a couple days ago. But oh my God, I saw the C logo on the hat. Oh my God, it was disgusting. Oh, they're terrible. They're horrible. And all the comments and replies to them is that they're great. These are so fire, bro. Oh my God. Like, great job, MLB. No, bad job. Logo's terrible. Logo's stupid. Looks like a C for Cookie Monster on their hat. That's what it looks like. Okay. The Orioles, within the last like 3 or 4 days, they're just bland. They're dumb. They don't make any sense. Bring back. I don't know what you would bring back because I love the Orioles. The white, the away, and the orange, and like even the black alternates that have the orange lettering. Those are dope. Okay, these ones suck. They're just boring. Nationals. Oh my God. The flower thing. Oh my God. So bad. The gray and the flower. It's so bad. The Rangers. Don't get me started on the Rangers one. Came out like 3 weeks ago. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Rob Manfred, Theo Epstein, all of you. It sucks, okay? Rangers, they blow. The Giants, they look like high school uniforms. I could play high school soccer in that. And I sucked at soccer. I didn't play soccer in high school. It didn't happen. Okay? They suck. They look like high school jerseys. And then the last one, they're not even that bad. But the fact that the Atlanta Braves retros already exist, all you did was switch the A and just put it on where the heart is. You got no heart for putting it on there. You got no heart, okay? It's boring. It's not creative. Bring out some creativity. Most of them have sucked. Most of them have sucked, Nick. And you speak your piece. I'm gonna go grab the Trout one because it's the one I like. So go ahead.
All right. Okay. He's done. I let him go. I think Francisco is overreacting as he goes to find his City Connect jersey that he did ultimately give to Rob Manfred in Major League Baseball for the jerseys he has such problem with. Listen, the Angels one's great. I love the Trout one. I actually have the Colorado Rockies one. I have a not a jersey but a jersey Charlie Blackmon. I have the Charlie Blackmon jersey
Oh,
of
you
the
do?
City
Okay.
Connect. Yeah, so that one's pretty cool. I don't know if
I
I
didn't
have
know
the
they sold. I didn't know they
right.
sold City Connect jerseys. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So
It'd be cool if they were actually good. Yeah.
well, the Colorado ones are nice.
Yeah, yeah, I like the Colorado one. Yeah,
I
yeah. I'm
think
not
you've
gonna. I'm
over.
sorry.
I think you overreacted on some of these. I don't mind the Nationals. I think the National one's pretty
What?
decent.
Oh my God! No,
The
you're
White
you're lying.
Sox have a great. Oh, I
You're
love the
oh
White
the
Sox are
White Sox. I
phenomenal.
forgot about the White Sox. I'll give you that.
White
The White
Sox
Sox are
are
good. White Sox.
phenomenal.
I wouldn't go
Love
phenomenal, but good.
love
Good.
the Rockies. Love
The
the
NWA.
Rockies. I want to go with the ones that I like first. I don't mind the Texas Rangers. I'm cool with the Texas Rangers. You hate them. I kind of like them. I like their design. And you know what is it to commemorate the day Texas gained independence was like the story behind it. Yeah, it's cool. I love the Reds. I think the Reds are really cool. I do like the Cincinnati Reds. I like theirs. The Angels, obviously, that one's legit. Love it. Um, the Giants, I'll get to them in a second. I don't mind the Royals. You hate the Royals. I
No, I
love
wouldn't
the
say
Royals.
hate. They're just boring to
Okay,
me. I don't.
you don't
Yeah,
like
they're
them. All
boring.
right, I like the Royals. I think the Royals are cool. I would go with them. They have the cool logo on the left side. They have the number there. They have the light powder blue. I love it. Love it. Going down a couple more. The Brave. I'll give you the Braves one. It's a little weak because they already kind of have those uniforms before, and they just kind of maneuvered the lettering on the front. I get where you're coming from there. And then did you bring up Baltimore? I don't think you did. Did
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Did you
I
like
did.
Baltimore?
Not very much. No, they're
I
okay.
like. I see. I thought Baltimore's were
Yeah,
cool.
because you like no, because you like the Orioles. I know you do.
I don't like the Orioles,
Yeah, you
but
do like Adley, you like Gunner, you like who else you like? You like all the
I
young players. I know you like your prospects. All of
listen,
them are over there. I get it.
listen. When the
You like
Orioles win the
Cedric?
World Series, I love Cedric. When the Orioles win the World
See,
Series in about 4 years, 2027
see, you're a
World
fan.
Series champions. I'm booking it right now. I listen. I like Baltimore. I like Baltimore. I think they're fantastic. Now I will give you the Giants. The Giants stink. They are the worst. I think they are one of the worst. Those and the Red Sox. I can't stand the Red Sox jersey.
Really, you like the Red Sox? Actually, they grew on
No,
me. They
I,
grew on
I
me.
do not like the Red Sox at all. It just I can't get over the different coloration and the yellow. And I get it was the first uniform in team history, blah blah blah. But no. I need the regular Red Sox back. I think they could have came up with something better for the Red Sox. That's just my opinion. That they reminded me of when the Eagles went back to the Yellow Jackets in the NFL, and that one game they wore the yellow and blue.
Oh, I loved
Very
it. I
similar.
loved it.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
loved it.
mind. They were okay, but
It was fun for that one game. It was fun for that one
yeah,
game.
the Red Sox. I don't think they did it right. I just don't like the design really whatsoever.
Well,
But
if they wear it a couple times a year, I'm okay with it.
overall,
Sure.
I like a lot of the uniforms that have come out. I mean,
Yeah, it's
there's some
weird. You
stink.
like the
There's
Mariners one? The Mariners suck.
no,
Oh my
I didn't like the Mariners one. That's a good point. The Mariners one wasn't.
I know it's a good
Yeah.
point.
I didn't mind the Padres. I didn't mind the Padres.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
one of
that
the
one
ones
was
I didn't
cool.
mind either. They're
That
fun.
one was cool. That one was cool. So
Oh.
I think you're over exaggerating your hate of some of
No,
these
no,
uniforms.
I'm
I
not.
think there's some. I think there's
I,
more good than bad that we've seen.
you know why it is though is because Nick. The reason why I brought this up is
You
because
just hate fun.
I
That's why you hate fun. You're
no,
not.
oh
You
no.
hate fun.
Listen, I think MLB is no. Listen to my explanation, sir. I think MLB is trying too hard. It's not. I just feel like every single league now, especially the NBA. Oh my gosh, especially us being Sixers fans. How many freaking jerseys do we have to see every? You don't have to come out with one every year. Just stick to a couple. Like
It's
you
fun.
went with the white and black every single year. That's
It's fun.
that's what do
It's
you? No, it's
fun.
not. It's not
It's
fun.
fun.
No, it's
I
not fun.
enjoy
The
getting
more
new
jerseys,
jerseys.
the worse.
No. See, no. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. I want to see a new jersey. I want to see new design. New is good. I like seeing the new jersey. It's a fun
I
thing
don't
to do.
want
It's
40
fun.
jerseys. I don't
You're not
want
having 40.
40. I want a couple.
They knocked the jersey
I
off. You can
miss
only have a
going to
certain
games
amount.
when I was younger. Just you to be the white and the black and the
Oh,
blue and the yellow and the ba
you're
ba da ba
so
ba da ba
boring.
ba da ba. And
You
it's
are
not boring.
so
It's
you're old man, boring.
the
Get off my
old way
lawn.
was
We can't know. I'm sick and tired of this. We
whoa.
want new jerseys. We want the jerseys. They're fun.
I get it. You're
Now
from New Jersey. That's what you said. You're New Jerseys. I get it. You're a New
we
Jersey.
want this. I like the City Connect. When you come out with a new uniform, it's cool. The Phillies haven't changed a uniform in years. They added the
It
stupid red
has to
one
be
that
hot.
stinks.
None of these are hot. They all suck. That's a part of it too. There's a mix of this, man. Come on. I'm
No,
tired of all these jerseys. Go with
keep it coming.
fine. Go with the
Keep it coming. Keep them coming. Keep the new
yeah.
jerseys
The
coming.
next one's the Pirates. I will be monitoring.
I listen.
I will be.
I'm not saying they won't get some wrong. Obviously, some are gonna suck. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Some are gonna be brutal, but some are gonna be really good. And they're gonna hit on some of these jerseys. I'm cool with
They've
that.
hit on one. They've hit on one. The
Hey,
Angels. I'm wearing it right now.
oh my god! I would buy like five, like 8 or 9, maybe 10 of these. That's how.
I'm so,
No,
I see where you get your fashion sense. I got it.
they're phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal. You wouldn't go out. I have the Rockies. I had the Rockies
Oh,
jersey. The
shoot.
White Sox, I'm going out and getting. Baltimore, I'm going out and getting. I'm gonna go get an Adley. You love Adley. I'm gonna go get an Adley City Connect jersey because that's how much I like the City Connect. I'm gonna go get an Adley jersey, and then when the Phillies come out with theirs next year, I'll probably go get Bryson
I'm
Stott.
nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. I don't know what the Phillies are gonna do. They don't change the uniform often. Like they've had the
Right.
cream. They've had the
Love the
red
cream.
stink. They need to get rid of the red
But see,
jerseys. They're the
but
worst.
but but that's my you're making my point. Like
How's that
the
making your
Phillies
point?
have had the same jersey since like the late 80s, early 90s, and they're great. Keep them. Keep them. And
No.
if you're gonna go to a new jersey, get rid of the old ones and just keep the new ones
Ugh,
and have your one alternate.
ugh.
Phils, I would love for the Phils to have white, gray, or the pinstripes for the home, the gray, and then the cream for the alternate. And maybe you wear the
The
powder
80s
blues
throwback. Yeah.
every once in a while. That's perfect. It's no reds. Red can be for spring training, okay? It's perfect the way it is.
I
They
want
don't
new.
need it.
I want new. I want a new
Oh,
design.
right, because
I
you're a
want
part of the
fun.
new age that you just want everything
I
right,
want
like
fun. You don't
I
want
get it.
fun? I want a new jersey. The
I
Phillies
do
haven't
want
changed
fun,
in
but oh my
years.
god.
Years they haven't changed. They added the stupid red one that's literally basically just a batting practice jersey. It's really what it
Right,
is.
but sometimes you just keep the same ones. The Yankees had the same
No.
ones for years. The Red Sox. Don't whatever the saying goes. Don't if it's not broke, don't fix it. Right?
It's broke.
Exactly.
It's broke
It's
though.
not.
It's broke. They need to
Yeah,
add a
it's
little
broke. Just
more
get rid of the red.
flavor.
Get rid of the red jerseys. That's it. That's
Add
what's broke.
yeah, because they didn't do it right. When they have the City Connect, they can add more
Nick, this is
pizzazz and they
embarrassing,
can get
bro.
it
This is
right.
embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Oh, I would have given her all these jerseys. They all stink. Give me a break. Now, there are some really cool ones. The next one I'm getting is Baltimore. Adley, I'm coming. I'm buying your jersey.
That's a great
Wear it on
waste
the
of
next
money.
year.
Keep wasting your money. Go ahead.
Listen, you picked out. You said Adley was the best catcher in baseball. I can't be wasting.
I never said he was. I said he could be. We'll revisit.
We're
that.
checking the tape. We're gonna check the tape.
We'll check it. All right, that's enough of City Connect. I'm tired of yelling for a second. I guess we're gonna do some more yelling. Probably. Oh, we're gonna keep yelling now. This is Nick. Nick, you know what we're gonna do next? Do you wanna introduce the next topic?
Yeah, I can do it. So Jayson Stark put out a Hall of Fame list of current players that are in the league on who he'd put in. It's on a Hall of Fame highway. Some of the categories here just infuriate me.
Oh
Um,
my god. Go ahead, old
in
man.
right, so he has in right now. You want me? Should I go down the list? I guess so. In right
Yeah, go
now,
down the list, and then we'll just kind of real
yeah.
quick agree and disagree on who
All right,
whatever.
here we go. So in right now, this is who Jayson Stark has of active players who would be in the Hall of Fame. In right now, Mike Trout, Justin Verlander, Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, Miguel Cabrera, Zach Greinke, Joey Votto. I think.
Yeah, I kind of reviewed just Greinke's numbers before we started the show. I'm in on Greinke. Um, I had to, I kind of had to check first, but I'm in. He's gonna get 3,000 strikeouts sooner. He should
Yeah.
be. If he pitches next year, he definitely will. Um, 100%. I think we both agree on the first five, like
Yeah.
Trout to Cabrera, like
Yep.
right there. That's
Yep.
a yes, 100%.
Agreed.
Votto, like yes on Votto. I feel like I still have to go back and really look at like I can do it right now. At Votto's numbers, but like he does have an MVP. He has an MVP to his name. I'm kind of as uh, I've kind of MVPs and Cy Youngs and all these awards. I don't know. Like throughout the years, like there are guys that didn't deserve to win certain awards. So like I understand what they mean when it comes to like arguments and whatnot. But like I don't know. They're like I go back to like Mo Vaughn in like the early 90s. Like he won an MVP. He didn't deserve to win an MVP if you look at the numbers. Like he didn't deserve it. Um, but in this case, though, I would say Votto probably deserved that MVP he won that year. He did have a 7 WAR. He had 37 homers, 324 batting average, led the league in on base percentage, led the majors in on base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS. Like he deserved that. Um, I mean, if you look at, I mean, he has a 412 on base percentage for his career. I mean, a lot of the voters are looking at stuff like that now, so that's definitely going to work into his favor. And I guess what is this argument? Well, what are we debating here, Nick, or discussing? Are we just discussing who do we think should be in, or who do we think will get in based on the voters and how the Hall of Fame has gone?
I'd
Or
say
how do you
because
want to?
like this is a personal list, I'd say who we think should get in.
Yeah, I mean, he's at 450 doubles.
Doesn't have to be first ballot. I wouldn't say it has to
Right,
be
right,
first.
right. No, I know. I'm looking at his general numbers. He's close. I would probably say yes. MVP year. Um, his peak was incredible. Like, from '09 to what was it, 17, didn't have an on base percentage lower than 400. Well, except for 2014 when he was injured. But like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And even yeah, I mean that's absolutely ridiculous. So his kid, the combination of 340 homers, his peak years were really good. Yeah, I would say yes. How do you feel about Votto?
I'd say yes on Votto. I think you got to put him in. 342 home runs, over 2,000 hits. He has that on base percentage, which is very important. I think Votto gets in. I don't know what ballot. Maybe towards the end, maybe middle to end of the time he's able to be on the ballot.
Like sixth to eighth year, maybe.
Yeah, I probably around there, fifth, sixth, seventh year. I guess you can see Votto getting in. Maybe
Right.
maybe he gets in earlier, but I think you got to put Joey Votto in. I think during that time he was one of the top players in the league, has an MVP. And I can't see him not getting in. I think it would be a mistake not to put him
Especially like guys like Roland just got in.
in. Yeah.
If you look at Roland's numbers, 300 homers. I
Yep.
mean, obviously he got in more because of his glove.
Yep.
And that's why he accumulated the wins above replacement that he did over the course of his career. But Joey Votto was so good offensively, and honestly, even just a little bit, maybe even underrated, which is insane to
Yeah.
say. I mean, there aren't a lot of Hall of Famers that you would say were underrated. So, but I think we can agree there. All right.
Yep.
So I think we're good on the
In right now.
on. So give me the list for the in the red zone.
This is such a dumb. Like in the red zone.
I
Half
don't
these guys,
understand what.
I'm probably these guys are gonna be Hall of Famers. Everyone on this list are gonna be Hall of
Yeah,
Famers.
but it's talking about right now though, and where they are in their careers.
I don't like the wording of his.
Why don't you like it?
I just don't like in the red zone. I think he could have came up with something better.
All right,
I'm gonna think of
tell us the
something better.
names, and then we'll get into it.
All right, in the red zone for Jayson Stark's sake, Freddie Freeman, Bryce Harper, Nolan Arenado, Mookie Betts, Manny Machado, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, I think he's on point. I mean, yeah, the guys are like they're at the 10-15 yard line. Probably
They're
more
all
like the 15.
one. They're all like at the
What?
one.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're
How?
gonna be Hall of Famers.
Harper's definitely not. Harper still has to accumulate a couple of more prime years here.
Harper will be in the Hall of Fame. I can
Right now,
guarantee
if
it.
Bryce Harper retired
I
right
put
now, he's in the Hall of Fame.
I put Harper in the Hall of Fame.
Hold on. Take your Phillies fandom away.
I
Is
put Harper
Bryce
in the Hall of
Harper?
Fame.
Oh my god, no, he's
I
not. Why?
put
How is he
Harper
a
in
Hall
the
of
Hall of Fame.
Famer?
What are you kidding me? All of the MVPs. He's 13 home runs
Two
away from
MVP, all
300.
of the MVP. He has two.
Exactly. All the All-Star appearances, all of the hits every single year. I mean, he's had over 100 hits. What do we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years
He's
over
not.
100
It's
hits.
not. It's not. It's
He,
not. Listen, man.
I'm putting Bryce
Trout
Harper
has
in the Hall of
played
Fame.
what? Trout has played like the same amount of time, right?
No
Trout
one's
is a
saying he's better than
100%.
Trout. No one's
No, no,
saying
no.
he's
I'm
better
trying to
than
make the
Trout.
comparison for you because they played in the they were part of that that face of baseball
I
generation.
understand.
Okay, so but my point is Trout played from what 2011, 2012 on. 100% we can both agree he deserves it.
Yeah,
Harper has not been as good as Mike Trout.
he
Let's
hasn't
be
been. I'm not
clear
saying he
here.
has.
Right, but Harper still needs to accumulate a few more prime years.
And
Like
I think he will.
literally, Mike Trout could retire right now. He could be like, "Bye, guys, I'm done with baseball," and he would be in Cooperstown.
The,
Bryce Harper could not
the
do
way
that.
he worded this is Jayson Stark's active players on a Hall of Fame highway trajectory. I'm basing in trajectory. Bryce Harper's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Freddie
No, no,
Freeman's
no. But
gonna
we're
be a Hall of Famer.
right,
But
right, right, right,
that's
right,
what that's
right.
how
No, no.
we're that's the
I agree. He's on
criteria.
a trajectory, but I thought you were saying that you think he should be
No.
in right now if he
Tra-
retired.
I'd probably still put him in. I would
Really?
maybe
That's
not first.
crazy. No, he's
I
not.
probably
He's
not first
definitely not.
ballot, but I'd probably put him in. Yeah,
I'll tell you
I'd
this:
probably put him in.
75% of people would not agree with you. He would not be in the Hall of
Well,
Fame.
I'll be in that 25%. I'll be the one of the 25%. It's cool with me.
Oh,
Been there
boy.
before.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, bro. I gotta take this jersey off. It's getting hot. All right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's rephrase that then, because okay, in the red zone means that they're close, but they're not. You know, the guys in right now would, if they retired today, would be in right
He should
now.
name it on the Hall of Fame trajectory, but he put it on the path.
But he said all Hall of Fame highway. I mean, like, I know what you're saying.
I don't like this. This list is
okay. So, but all right, but like, I think they're all in the same boat. I think Stark was on point. Freeman, Harper, Arenado, Betts, Machado, Goldschmidt are all on that. Like, they're all in like they're in the red zone. Yeah, like they started at the 20, you know, and now they're at like the 15, and they've had some incredible prime years. All of those guys.
I'd say they're on the goal line, not the red zone. I'd put them on the goal line.
You know what's funny though? I have to look at Mookie's numbers again because I don't know if Mookie kind of had like it was 2021. He had like kind of a down year. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what 220 home runs, OPS plus 134 for his career. Doesn't have MVP. He had a monster MVP year. Oh, he's a 58 WAR. Wow, I didn't even realize that. That one year he had almost 11
That's why
WAR.
I feel like these guys are
Yeah.
closer than we're like putting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I'm in on the. Yeah,
I'd put them on the goal line.
Okay.
Not the red zone. Red zone's a little far for me.
So you think all Bryce Harper needs to do is have like one more really good year and he's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I think for me,
so.
no, since we're sticking with Harper, I think Harper still needs to have next couple of years, he still needs to have like very good years. It doesn't have to be MVP level, like 2, maybe 3 more years of very good Bryce Harper years. Like, you know, maybe
that's fair.
Anywhere between like 25 to 30 home runs.
I think it's slam dunk if that happens. I think it's slam dunk he's in if that happens.
You know, an average WAR of like 4 to 5 per year. Yeah. And then, you know, on the back end of his career, he still has like some decent years, which we would rather him as Phillies fans have good years. But I think it's kind of like the same way for all these other players. I think it's like the same, you know, idea.
So, all right.
Yep.
All right. I like it. All right.
Good. All right. What's next?
On a path, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Jose Altuve, Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna, and Garrett Cole.
So I'm going to say the same thing about Ohtani and Judge, and maybe even the same thing about Altuve. Ohtani, obviously, if he stays healthy and he does what he's doing, he's a more than unanimous, if that's even possible. It's not possible, but you know what I mean. Judge is, I didn't realize Judge is like 32, 33.
Yeah.
So, you know, if Judge can manage to stay healthy, I mean, I didn't even realize he's leading the American League in home runs right now. Like, and he's missed time. Like, I don't know. Maybe if Judge is to have, a couple more really good years, and
Yeah.
then same type of thing with the Harper thing, like I was saying with that.
I think
Same
Judge
type of
needs
thing
a
with
couple more years, more than Harper. I think
really
he
good.
need
Yeah,
yeah. I think he needs
maybe
a
like
couple
another
more years.
MVP. Maybe this year he needs to
Yeah.
just unleash again.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with
Because I'm
you.
just looking at the numbers. He has the MVP, he has the Rookie of the Year. Only four All-Star appearances so far. I think some of those numbers need to go up a little bit. I think he needs to have like 2 to 3 really, really good years. And with an
I could be with
MVP,
you there.
MVP sprinkled in there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you could argue that he won the MVP his rookie year over
Yeah.
Altuve, but
Yeah. Yeah.
again, that's my whole thing with like awards. Like
Yep.
Judge had a great year too.
Hey,
I mean,
they matter though. They matter though. They will
they
matter.
do, but I mean, like, any other year, Judge probably wins the MVP. So I mean,
True.
I don't know.
What do you make of
Altuve.
Altuve?
Yeah, with Altuve, I'm more of like again, it's like a health thing, especially like he just came
Yep.
off an injury. How many hits is he at right now? He's at 1938. I'd like he's a 46 and a half WAR. I'd like to see him if he can get to like 2,300, 2,400 hits, um, accumulate some
How
more wins
much?
above replacement because his peak was great. His peak was
How
very good.
how much does this cheating scandal hurt him?
It's crazy. I think it's lessened over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, just because they won a title last year.
Right.
I mean, the thing is, like, I think we can all agree, like, Altuve is a very good hitter, and he's
Yeah.
been, even in those years that they were, cheating,
Cheating.
like,
Yep.
Altuve is still an unbelievable hitter. He was an
Yeah.
unbelievable hitter in his peak and his time. So I think maybe as time goes on, I don't think it's gonna matter as much, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember he had a lot of stolen bases too. What do you have? He has 279. He's 21 away from 300 stolen bases. You got to factor that in too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the early part of his career, he was stealing a lot of bases. So I, I don't know. I think
Stealing
that
a lot of
I think
bases,
this.
stealing a lot of signs.
Yep, stealing a lot down in Houston. Might steal a spot in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. It depends how the
I
writers
liked how you
feel.
did that. I liked how you did that.
But
That was
we'll
good.
see. We'll see
Yeah.
on Altuve. Yeah, I feel like he's somewhere in on Stark's thing. I'm gonna say on the goal line and on a path. I think he's in the red zone. He's in the red zone
You think
instead
he's
of
in the red zone?
I
Yeah, I
put him
think he's
on the
at
20.
like
He's on like the
yeah,
20 or the 19.
I would put him on the 22, 23.
Okay, so just outside the red zone.
Yeah, he's like in
All right.
Jake Elliott range kind of
All right.
field
Kick
goal
a field
range,
goal.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean Elliott can make it from 60, so I mean that's besides
Uh,
the point. I mean, yeah, like quickly before we get to the next subject, just quick, like how do you feel about Soto?
um, I think he's got a ways to go. The average hasn't been there the past couple years, so I think he's on a path, but get back to me in a couple years.
Yeah,
One way or
100%. I think he is. I mean, like he's at a young age doing the things he's done. It's incredible. He's still he's got to be like 23 right now. Like I mean, 23, whatever it is, 24 around there. So like he definitely is 100%. But like you said, a long ways to go. We can revisit this in like 5 years or something like that, and we can reevaluate. Yeah,
he's
Manny.
20. He's
Oh
24.
wait, no,
By the way,
Manny's
he's
no longer.
24. Juan Soto's
Okay,
24.
24. Right. So I mean, look, the guy's already had a pretty good career start. So he's got a head start.
Yep.
Acuna for me, health. I don't know about you. How you
Yep.
feel like
Health.
Acuna? Health.
100% health. 100%
I
health.
mean, he's on his way to a legendary season right now. He's doing
Yeah.
incredible stuff.
Yep.
Doing incredible stuff. Garrett Cole. How you feel about Cole?
Mm, it's I guess on a path maybe. Gets a Cy Young maybe this year. Year or two more out of him. Yeah, maybe we could see. I'd have to look at his numbers more closely to be honest. But I think he's in the right spot. I think on a
Me
path,
too.
it sounds about right for him. I wouldn't put him in the red zone. I wouldn't put him um, you know, on the goal line like I would. We're switching the names of these. But he's 32 years of age right now. I mean, he still has some time. It it's tough for me. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer.
No, I
Um,
mean, right on the trajectory. I mean, for
yeah,
like for me, it's I think he's going to have to pull a Verlander. He's going to have to pull
yeah.
even a bit of
He's
what
gonna have to go
Kershaw's doing
like
right now.
six more
Yeah, and
pretty
like
good
reinvents
seasons.
himself at some point. Like
Yep,
reinvents himself like later in
yep,
his 30s.
yep. Or
But you know,
40s.
can't yeah. I mean, hey, Nolan Ryan. You never know. I mean, Garrett Cole throws hard,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's definitely gonna have to. I think
Yep.
someone has to reinvent himself at some point. All right, so we'll finish off with a get back to me in 5 years. Vladdy Jr. and Wander. I'll let you talk about those two real quick because they're your boys, because they're past,
Uh,
they're young guys. So,
I'm already putting Wandering because he did the ball flip, throwing at first base.
oh my
So
god,
that's already
that's
Hall of Fame
awesome.
type stuff for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, 100%.
Oh yeah, I don't think you've gotten enough on those guys yet at all. Vlad, yeah, they listen. They both had great starts to their careers, but I'm with Stark here. Get back to me in 5 years. I mean, you need more of a sample size for these young guys. But hey, they started off pretty strong. I mean, yeah, a couple years, then we could put them on a path maybe. Like if they continue to put up MVP level type numbers and make all-star teams over the next couple of years. Yeah, then it's like, all right, I'm gonna slide them in on the path. They're ways away from the red zone. They're ways away from my goal line. So
Your
I'm with
goal
you.
line.
Yeah. We're at, it's a all the red zone's dumb for those players. I would put them on the
Oh
goal line.
my god, unbelievable. Jayson Stark, you keep it up, my friend. You are doing
Love
a
Jayson
great
Stark, by the
job.
way. He's a fantastic writer. I just
He
disagree with the
is.
wording there. Just
Yeah,
totally
you just
disagree.
yeah, well, you're wrong, but it's okay.
That's okay.
It's yeah, it's really not, but just for the sake of
I think I'm right. I think I'm right. But
listen, yeah, I'm just as far as real quick on Wander. I mean, Wander, he's young. He's already accumulated 9 B WAR through 200 games in his career. Like that's pretty good. That's not pretty good. That's really good. I mean, as long as he stays healthy. That's I know
yep.
it's such like a well,
Cliche.
duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the truth. I mean,
Well,
I
the
don't know
thing
what
with
else you want me
I
to
mean, it's the
say.
thing with
Like,
Acuna. It's the same thing with Acuna. We like
right,
Acuna's
all
on the
these guys,
field. He's
right?
like the
But
best
we
player
know
in
what they can
baseball.
do.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
the thing is, we know that they can do. I mean,
yep.
Wander's only going to get better as long as he
Yep.
develops and he's playing 130 games, 160 every year. Like
And
that's what it's about. That's what it
they'll move up to on the path with what like a Juan Soto if they continue on the
right,
trajectory they are. So,
100%. And then Juan Soto
yeah.
will be in the red zone, your favorite place.
And then maybe he'll get to the goal line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as real quick, as far as like Vladdy, I mean, he could be better than his dad. I mean, his
Yeah.
2021 season, he could have won the MVP, but Shohei
Yeah.
was in the way.
Yep.
So I mean, that was an indication that he's going to be better than his dad. His dad's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
So yeah, Vladdy's get back to us. All right, so the meat and potatoes, man, they were pretty good. I enjoyed them.
You're
Um,
full. You full?
yeah, I finished that kind bar as well.
There you
So
go. You're extra full. You might
yeah,
throw
so
up.
oh no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So let's Nick, let's do a little rapid fire, shall we?
Rapid
We haven't done
fire.
this
Here
type
we
of
go. Here we
segment.
go.
We'll do a couple minutes per topic, just to end the show. But let's start with Aaron Hicks, finally DFA'd by the Yankees. I say finally in the words of Yankees fans, because a lot of Yankees fans, we all know this. Uh, they don't like Aaron Hicks. They haven't liked him. Got 7 years, $70 million contract way back in like 2019.
A while ago.
Hasn't been the same player since his 2018 season, I believe it was, where
Yeah.
he actually got some MVP votes that year and looked like he was going to be the Yankee center fielder for a while. But he gets DFA'd finally. He's hitting 188 this year. Nick, what are the thoughts?
It's crazy. I was reading an article in the Athletic that was titled "With Aaron Hicks gone, will the Yankees also cut Josh Donaldson?" So
Right.
they're ready to cut ties in New York with
Oh
some of
yeah.
these players that they feel like they've been overpaid a little bit. But Yeah, I mean, it didn't wasn't a shocker really. It was kind of like finally, like you mentioned, Yankees fans kind of been waiting for this.
Right.
He just hasn't been the same player since a couple years back. I can understand the frustration if you are a Yankees fan. This year, not so great. 188 batting average this year, 216 last year, buck
Hey,
94
that's higher.
the
That's
year
hold up. That's
before.
higher than Schwarber. That's higher
It
than
is higher
Schwarber.
than Schwarber. Yeah, I don't know if we're
Are we ready to
DFAing
DFA
Schwarber.
Schwarber?
I don't think we're gonna DFA Schwarber. Hicks doesn't put up the same home run numbers as Kyle Schwarber,
Right.
but I
He
mean
doesn't.
it was meant to happen. He just has been on a steady decline over the past few seasons. This was bound to happen for sure, and
Yep.
beginning of the end for Aaron Hicks.
Beginning of the end. Maybe he'll get another shot with another team. I don't know who
Yeah.
else needs a center fielder. Maybe he'll get a minor league contract somewhere. Maybe he'll redeem himself. Maybe he just needs a new place. I don't know. But Aaron Hicks again. Ever since he signed that 7-year, $70 million contract, not the same player. Not the same player. So good luck to Aaron Hicks wherever you go. It seems like from one of the popular Yankees Twitter accounts said they wish him good luck because apparently he's like a great guy and stuff like that. I don't know
Yeah,
too much about his
I've heard. I've
personality. So,
yeah.
wish him some good luck. But,
Yep.
hitting 188, you've been terrible since your breakout year, about 5 years ago now. So bye-bye, Aaron Hicks. Garrett Cole, Nick Earnshaw, hits 2,000 strikeouts last night. Not a great outing, but the Yankees did win. Cole said he was actually a little depressed until a judge picked him up. But Garrett Cole gets a 2,000 strikeout, and
Yeah.
maybe he's on his way to the Hall of Fame. Goes in as a Yankee, probably. And also he's the third. He's the what is it? He's the 2,000 strikeouts. He has the third fewest innings to get there.
Hmm.
So I think the number
Hey,
was it
is this the year
Pedro?
he gets a Cy Young? Is this the year he gets a
Maybe.
Cy
I
Young?
mean, he
I mean, we
deserved it
just
honestly
talked
a
about
couple
it.
years ago. Listen, I think Sale was the first, 1,626 strikeouts. He was the fastest. And then Pedro Martinez, 1,711. Garrett Cole, 1,714. And then Randy Johnson, 1,733. Now we know Randy's different. All those other guys are different too, but Pedro
Yeah.
and Randy especially. But Garrett Cole, 2,000
Hey,
strikeouts.
he doesn't have a loss this year. Just so you know, just wanted to point that out. He's 5-0.
Right,
Your favorite stat.
right. 5 earned runs last night. Oh, look, had a good outing. Here you go, loss. Stupid freaking stat. Unbelievable. Embarrassing for
I just wanted to
baseball.
bring that. I just wanted to bring that up because your
I know
blood
you
pressure's
did.
been high this entire episode. I wanted to keep it.
I feel
It was
great. I don't know what
starting
you're
to come
talking
down.
about.
I wanted
I
to.
feel great.
I wanted to bring it up.
I feel great. I can get in a pit right now, Mosh, bro. I could do
Oh,
that right now if I
oh
needed
no.
to.
Here we go. Oh god.
I'll put on any
Oh,
song,
goodness.
any song, a little heaviness, any good riff, any good breakdown. I'm jumping out the window right now and I'm gonna land into the pit and
Young
backflip
Thug.
and then
You know the rapper Young Thug. He's got a song
of
called
course,
"Jumped Out the Window."
really,
He does.
I don't think he matches.
I don't think he does either.
I don't think he does.
He's locked up right now. He's in a little bit of legal
Right,
trouble. So
right.
that's
Well,
so.
shout out to Young Thug. To end it, Nick Earnshaw, the Athletics lost once again to the Seattle Mariners last night. They should have lost. I mean, they're a bad team, but they're so bad. They're on pace to go 32. That's right. You heard that right. Let me say that one more time. 32 and 130 on the season. That is their pace. That is their highway. That is their Oakland Coliseum highway out of the ballpark. Okay.
All night long, dude. They
What
are
highway song you saying? It's Limp Bizkit. It's my
Life
way.
is a-
My way to the highway.
Oh,
Come on,
I was
bro.
saying life is a highway. Life is a
I know you are.
highway to 1899. Cleveland Spiders.
You have a great voice. Keep singing.
Cleveland Spiders, man, went 20 and 134 in 1899. That is the pace for the Oakland Athletics this year, man. They were the worst since the Cleveland Spiders. Oh, It's ridiculous. It would be the most losses since them if
They need to
they
they
keep
need
up
to
this
bring back
pace.
the Spiders, by the way. They need to get rid of the
Should have been the
Guardians.
name
Bring
in the
back the
first place.
That's why I agree. We actually agree on something. Look at that. Boom.
Guardians. Kidding me? What a terrible name. What a terrible name.
I agree. I
All
agree.
they could come up with, the Guardians. Ah,
I agree. But yeah, and so the Athletics, Nick, on pace to go 132 or
you,
32 and 130, whatever.
you
It's
know,
bad. It's bad. And you know, Nick, real quick before this is all I have to say. No, the
okay.
floor is yours. I feel bad for Athletics fans. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
this is what you get on the way out
Yep.
to Vegas, out of the Coliseum. I know it's a dump,
Yeah.
but still kind of an iconic stadium in some ways to me.
Yeah.
So it sucks, man. It sucks for the Athletics that 32 wins. Huh.
This would be a great time to bring back the Moose, bring back Lefty. I mean, they need these guys to come from the dead, man. It's like, oh, they're so bad. And we learned a fact over the weekend. I told you about this, about the Moose.
Talk about it.
Another well, it's a negative. It's still a negative for A's fans. But so we learned. I was doing a show with Rob Cherry. He's producing his show, 94 WIP. He was doing On This Day in History, and Babe Ruth hit 3 home runs against Philadelphia Athletics. I believe it was May 21st, 1930. Guess who the pitcher was that day? Gave up 3 home runs to the Babe.
Hip hip Jorge Earnshaw.
Oh, the Moose gave up 3 dingers to the Babe, man. How about that? How about that?
Damn.
3 dingers. But guess what? Moose got the ring in the end. What does it matter? Who cares? Got
Right,
the ring
and
that year.
the Babe got like how
row.
many rings? How many?
How,
Oh, good
how
for
many,
him.
how many rings did he have?
Is that laying around anywhere for you? Those rings?
What, the rings? I don't know. Who knows?
You gotta find those, man. They're probably
I know.
buried somewhere.
Someone's got to have them, right?
You gotta
They're-
take them,
They're
bro.
probably not as good as the new age rings, but
Correct.
there's
I'm
something.
sure that would be
There's
kind of
something.
wild if they were the same.
He only has, but Babe only has 5 more rings than the Moose. So
Only 5. Only
Only
5.
five. only 5. But yeah,
Is that how many
yeah.
money you won with the Yankees? How many
On
did Babe
7.
win?
7.
Ah, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So yeah, the Moose gave up 3 home runs to the Babe. But yeah, they could use his 24 wins from 1929. So just saying.
What stat we're using there?
The league leader in wins, man. Come on.
All right. Man, I would rather lead the league in. I don't know what I'd rather lead the league in. I would rather lead the league in bad City Connect uniforms.
Oh,
than
dear goodness. You're such a hater. You're such a hater. I can't wait to get the Adley one.
I'm happy. I'll just if don't be around me though, bro. With it, don't be around me with it. I'll smack you for wearing it. Smack you.
You won't. You won't.
All right, Nick. That's I think that's gonna do it for today.
I think that's enough. It's enough of this.
All right, that's enough out of you. I felt like I had some correct takes on the City Connect jerseys and those Hall of Fame stuff. I thought I did a pretty good job. I thought you did okay.
Yeah.
We can work on it next time.
I thought I was outstanding again. I just thought I was outstanding again.
We need to have like a moderator or something that'll like give us a grade at the end. That would just like kind of like PTI, right? PTI does that a little bit. Shout out to PTI.
I thought I was outstanding. I thought you were just dead wrong. For some of the show, you made some. You were good, but made some.
Well, if that was the case, hey, baseball, you're 3 for 10's good. If I'm hitting 300, I'm okay with that. Hitting 500, I'm Ted
Might as well
Williams.
put me in the Hall of Fame now. I'm hitting like 800.
No. Yo, you're a funny guy.
I know. All
right. Yeah, it's over. The show is over.
That was over. See ya. Bye.
That's all. Nick. I think we're gonna bring back some all-time lineups or something next week. We'll bring back one franchise. We'll resuscitate the segment. Okay. Yeah. We'll bring it back. That's gonna do it for us, Nick. Until next week. See you guys.